And I still won't play game. We're into the pistol round. We have 4 players on the FNATIC side with Kevlar, and this time they've chosen to pick up a defuse kit. karrigan's the nade man for the question mark team. The rest of them going to be rocking the Kevlar safer device, who I presume drops a Tech 9 to cajunb, who's just been dispatched of. So the raid boss has not worked out for the Danish side. And they're getting wrecked now by olofmeister with 2 super fast frags, only 2 left here, and the bomb is nowhere near going down on the site. Flanks coming in, more headshots for days. Can Device even get a single frag for his team? There's one. Again, he has control of the bomb, so another frag coming in. Lots of bullets in that magazine, but that is all she wrote, and now she is dead.
Yeah, flusha picks up the Tech 9. flusha, previously on the last best 3 that we casted of FNATIC, his CZ play on Arch side was the stuff of legends.
It was exquisite, it was impeccable, it was divine, it was glorious, it was marvelous, it was beautiful, it was heroic, it was handsome, Dan.
Do you have any more adjectives?
It was great, it was awesome, it was badass.
Are you out of adjectives?
It was fabulous.
Do you want to reload on adjectives?
It was stupendous.
There's quite a few you missed.
It was sparkling.
There we go, continue, keep going. You can't, can you?
It was pretty damn good. It was all right.
All right, well, now you've run out of adjectives. We can continue the cast. Have a bit of aggression there on Apartments. Zipex trying to get some sneaky taps there, but JW's salivating. He's waiting for him to push further so he can spray him down with the MP9, but it's not going to happen just yet. As he, it's not really a force buy. I mean, dupreeh and this is something to note here. dupreeh and Zipex did manage to buy Kevlar and a Deagle each, but the rest of his teammates, they were economic and only bought the pistol. So only 2 players that really invested fully. So it's an interesting note. We can look further at that in the next rounds and see how that impacts the situation. But still trying to find an opening with these Deagles, and they are good for that. Just 1 bullet's all it takes. He's going to be able to do it, if anyone, in fact.
I thoroughly enjoyed FNATIC's play on this map in the previous match with Titan that they eventually lost. So just pay attention to flusha's movements during this, because they're quite fun to watch. Oh, KRIMZ seeing the toes there of cajunb and taking him down. That's going to prompt a push here from question mark. Although question mark have dupreeh basically in CT spawn / library, and the bomb seems to be moving away from the B bomb site. However, JW's top mid now, so this is not going to work out for the team. Trade's coming in, but the bomb is down, which means we might see a bit of a push down B and the rotation from flusha back towards the A site, which may pincer dupreeh before he can take down Dennis. He takes down Dennis, but is he going to get traded? He is going to get traded, and that's going to finish the round off. 2 players down for FNATIC, and now we have a bit of a breather. We can just say again, flusha has been on Inferno, playing from the Arch itself, having a bit of shoulder peeking, relocating to library, and it's worked dividends for his team. And where he's needed to, he's pulled a player from the B bomb site to play Speedway, for example, to stop T's from trying to come into the B bomb site, wrapping via top mid. So we'll see how that progresses. Double nades coming in, and cajunb has left the building unceremoniously. Device soon to follow.
Yeah, pretty brutal, and this is going to be the end of this one. Before we get going, that's quite funny. Oh dear, it's another kill. That's actually kind of a big deal. That should have been only maximum 1 kill there for dupreeh. He'll finally go down, but a little bit of extra damage there is going to be nice to TQM. And now we will remember that Device and dupreeh didn't. They actually opted to get the Kevlar Deagle a couple rounds ago, but they still are fine on the buy. Interestingly, so. Looks like that was pretty nice corner to cut there.
JW's actually continuing with an MP9. That is cheeky. That is rude. That is outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's going to want to play probably the apartments in some close positions. He's been doing that quite a lot in the last matches as well. And Dennis has picked up the AWP instead for the team, and he's of course taken that towards the Arch side. You know, of course, previously we saw flusha going Arch side a lot for the team.
This is abhorrent, Dan. It's obtuse. He's closing in, trying to get a bit of bonus damage in, but dupreeh has made his way into the apps, and he's taken down JW and flusha. So this is a giant hole in the A site, and I'll be looking to turn it into a volcano, but Dennis is holding things down at the moment. dupreeh has been dispatched of, and now question mark are stuck behind the door, but they're emerging from short at the same time, and that's going to allow them to trade Dennis, but the bomb has been dropped in a nasty position. That smoke is going to help, but the spray from olofmeister is almost enough. cajunb escaping with 11 HP and the bomb. 2 versus 3 now, as FNATIC try to get a grasp on this round.
There's actually an incendiary left on Olof as well. Oh, KRIMZ really needs to win that battle. if he'd won that battle, it would have been definitely game on. But now olofmeister, all he can really hope to do is maybe get a stray kill. Although he's actually walking back in at the moment. Just, I mean, he can't be thinking of going for it. Just looking for potential exits here. And there's one frag.
Oh, the bomb position.
Oh
he could go for the defuse.
Wow.
The Molotov.
He actually gets a kill as well.
He could do this.
He's
He's got to hold it.
He's
He's got to hold it. Has he got time? Oh my god, it's going to be close. This is ridiculous. Olofmeister, are you seriously doing this? Oh my god. You cannot be serious. What is this? Did that actually happen?
Oh my god.
That is absurd. That is absurd. Olofmeister, stop it. This is illegal. You can't do this.
That was so amazing. That's really interesting because that was a very opportunistic play because initially he just peeks back in. It's all right. I can get a free kill him maybe. Picks up a kill and notices there's no one trying to re-peek for the frag. Goes a bit further. Wow, that was really nice stuff by olofmeister there. What a man. What a man.
Oh, it's heating up in Minsk. The snow is melting, courtesy of olofmeister with the dirty plays, Dan. That is disgusting. That's outrageous.
All right, well, now JW's picked up the AWP, and we saw him do this earlier today, playing the apartments with it, and Device is down 10 HP already in this round. So TQM, they might be... Well, I'm still thinking about that. I'm still thinking about that 1 versus 3.
That was so hype, my nose has started running. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, mine's been running all day. It's been...
I don't care about your nose.
Been calamitous.
So you can see FNATIC are back on this play where they're not really putting anybody top mid. Now, we need to see if Question Mark can detect this over time and do something about it. But they've got one player on site. JW is playing around the balcony position and Flush is moving between the arch itself as opposed to general arch area and library where you can see him right now. You can see him a quick strafe to the left to see if anybody's there. That nade is going to go past the players. Device somehow down to 10 HP already. And now you can see karrigan has made it through to arch. But the rotation's coming in from olofmeister towards Speedway. Flush are getting the frag though. And we'll see how the teams react to this. dupreeh's there as well. And the Question Mark may not even detect that olofmeister has been pulled from the B-bomb site. Now he's moving back to the B-bomb site. So Question Mark had an opportunity to push, but they've missed their timing. And now they're getting wrecked by KRIMZ as well. So it's all falling apart for Question Mark. But the key thing is, can they figure out exactly how FNATIC are playing the B-bomb site and arch area, and what can they do about it? Because again, it's quite novel the way flusha rotates to library, kind of invites them to come into arch, pulls olofmeister, but he wasn't even required in those duels. They didn't lose a single player, I don't think.
Yeah, this is a pretty fantastic start from FNATIC. And they've got to be building some bank here, because that was a pretty clean one right there. And TQM probably feeling like they had that 1 versus 3, stolen from them. They're on the eco now. This is a great opportunity for FNATIC to further exploit their position and get themselves some money. Money. Cash money. JW, nice flick there, finding dupreeh, and there's potential for another frag here for JW, as there is still one player in apartments as the bomb makes its way up towards B for TQM. Now let's have a look and see whether or not they can get anything done with this. Denied by the smoke, very frustrating stuff, but that is Inferno for you, ladies and gents. We will now have TQM positioning towards A. They are being herded towards the A bomb site due to all these smokes redirecting them. And it's flusha with the first spot, tossing out the incendiary to apply a little bit of pressure, slow the approach from these players, give himself some more room to work with there on the peaks. As Device tries to get something done, but once again, JW on point, and this is just not happening for TQM. The next round is where they will find their bite, and FNATIC now up onto 6 rounds. The strategy is going to have to be pretty solid because things are starting to look a little bit dark over by the TQM camp.
One thing that's interesting about the CT play here from FNATIC is that I think they were CT in the second half versus Titan, and you saw flusha try to mix it up. Like when Smiths was on the CT side first, he was holding the corner as the normal corner you hold on arch, and he was getting wrecked. He was getting isolated by FNATIC and punished for that. When flusha tried to mix it up by holding more aggressively, as he was just standing there, those rounds he got picked off, and that basically cost him. But now they're starting on the CT side. I wonder if Question Mark start to try and take early top mid advantage, if they're going to be able to, well, if flusha will try and mix things up again. But this time we can see that, in fact, JW is playing AWP inside Boiler on his own, missing the shot now, unable to escape. So there is a bit of a a mix-up in approach here from FNATIC. 3 people over towards B, so they are changing things in different ways, which will keep question mark guessing, so to speak. With that pick, question mark not going to try and capitalize it too quickly. We've got a minute on the clock here to keep FNATIC guessing. Only KRIMZ towards the B bomb sites at the moment. There is a smoke in play there. There are no more smokes left for the FNATIC side, so they may need to rotate somebody back towards B. We'll see what they choose to do. Again, question mark. Wouldn't really know how the remainder of the CT side are playing. FNATIC have been quite tricky, but here we go. KRIMZ is going to have to try and get 2 kills here, otherwise the B bomb site might get savaged. karrigan taken down unexpectedly with the smokes coming in, and FNATIC, well, sorry, question mark can't capitalize.
Yeah, the push coming in up to middle now as it's a 4 versus 4. Time is really of the essence. 20 seconds to get the bomb down. Good defense from Dennis. Can he get anything else? Yes, the second player is found. flusha lurking in the site. All he has to do is delay, and there's too many spots to check. Zipex needs to plant in the next 5 seconds, or else his team is going to lose this round. He's going to have to go for it. Here it is. And that's all the time in the world for olofmeister to get himself the kill, and not even the plant for the extra $800 for every player on question mark. It's looking really good here for FNATIC so far, and we get a tactical pause from team question mark. karrigan is going to have to try to think of something here, or get some information from his teammates to try to put together an attack plan, because so far it's been really, really successful when it comes to FNATIC's rounds. They're really having a good time with this one. Anything that stands out to you, James?
I just noticed that 2 of the 5 players on TSM don't have any kills yet. And they're on the T side. It's not even like they're playing passively towards B. And we're 7 rounds in, so that is a problem.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes on this map when it could be when you're going through the choke points and the first couple guys can't really get the entries going. It can be almost impossible for the guys who are now stuck behind, then again behind the choke points to get anything done. So it's generally been a bit of a struggle. But it's good to see FNATIC in such form here. And the thing is that's really interesting for me is how dynamic they are with their mix-ups, how they can play the A bomb site. Dennis has been like a really consistent, dedicated site player, whereas the opportunity for JW and flusha to kind of split up between apartments and arch side has been really cool, actually. And sometimes, of course, we're seeing they're all picked up by olofmeister or even Dennis. Like there's so much versatility there that it's hard to actually predict exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, and I really love the line that the CTs are holding towards A, but we'll come back to that because there's an aggressive push here. You often see this when tactical pauses come in, but we'll come back to that later. 2 frags for either side now, and Dennis is here to hold things down. Dennis Monster, he's not joking, down to 2 versus 2. Both FNATIC players out of position now, moving towards the B bomb site, but not fully committing just in case. We've got flusha headed in that position. He's behind the smoke, trying to get a timing HE in. He's got a flashbang to push into pool should he choose to push through the smoke with it. But now there's 1 question mark player over to the other side. JW coming in for the flank. Can he get there fast enough? The bomb's just starting to go down. flusha's not going to wait. He sees a player in pool, goes for the other player, and he's not going to get either frag. JW picks up an M4, takes it down to a 1 versus 1 now. karrigan's in new box position. He's got half his HP. JW has many places to check.
Yeah, this is a tough one because I think his teammate might have called for the cause position. In fact, he's going to just toss in the incendiary. Yeah, he really thought that he was by the cause spot there. And we will see now JW understanding exactly where karrigan is. karrigan's getting tanked down lower and lower, and he's going to get taken down in the nick of time by JW, who does have a defuse kit, so he's golden in this moment. Nice situation for JW there, and doing a good job, good timing, good approach into the retake. And that's going to be another round for FNATIC. TQM again feeling like perhaps they got robbed there because they had a really good situation, but they couldn't close it down.
What I was going to say is when you have those tactical pauses coming in, the team who are doing well will often try to stuff any attempt for anything from the opposing team, basically, to try and, like, if they have any different approach, they just want to shut them down as soon as possible, which is basically what FNATIC tried to do there towards Banana, and it paid off just about in spades. I'm not sure if JW saved his AWP from the previous round, which he dropped on Banana, but never mind that. There's a fast push coming in from question mark, trying to force the issue here. Flashbangs coming in though, lots of blind players, and KRIMZ is wrecking everyone. 3 men go down for the TSM side, TQM, excuse me. Device left 15 HP, and he's going to get wrecked as well. Everybody getting wrecked, Dan. It's Wreckomania.
So the reckoning. All right, well, 9-0. This is starting to look a little bit awful now for TQM. And it's quite funny how these maps have bounced backwards and forwards. Initially, of course, FNATIC having a great showing, and TQM looking a little bit naff, and then the reverse on the next map, and then now we're on the third map, and once again, it's gone back to FNATIC just being very dominant. A little bit of bunny hopping action there as we get the smoke towards the middle of the banana area for FNATIC to keep themselves golden on the top of banana, making sure that TQM have to work and expend resources to gain control of banana. cajunb is the lone man there for the TQM side. As Apartments is now under control for TQM as well, so just a normal basic map control plays coming in from TQM. We do have FNATIC with a 2-man archer, 4 men actually on the A side of the map here for them.
Indeed, this is something that has changed from the previous times where flusha was playing up close, in the sense that he has support now from another player. Now they're going to rotate olofmeister back towards B, and flusha will come back towards a more passive angle. So I really am loving the A play specifically from FNATIC and how they're pulling olofmeister towards Arch and away from Arch as necessary. And again, I don't know if question mark are going to be able to punish this in time. And now we're seeing olofmeister go aggressive towards B with the flashbang. Perfect nade as well. And cajunb is forced all the way back to the tree position. I hope you love trees. He might be there for a while.
Yeah. Oh, great shot. What a shot there from flusha. That was beautiful stuff there. And almost getting it as you were strafing. Killing Device, and TQM trying to take some position out of the life lost of Device as dupreeh moves forward. He's got to win this battle against flusha. flusha just shoulder peeking it and falling back. He's frustrating the TQM lineup now. Dennis pushing forward with a pop flash that was a little bit too slow to get one frag before getting taken down, and now finally TQM are getting some damage in here. They're moving forward onto the bomb site, getting position. Where on earth is JW going to look as he gets attacked from the sky? Zipex picking up the AWP and making it happen. olofmeister is now down, leaving everything on the shoulders of KRIMZ, the very capable shoulders of KRIMZ. He does have Zipex in the pit with an AWP, and he realizes this. Next player has no idea, but Zipex, this round is all about him as he picks up all the 3 kills in the end. And finally, TQM get around, but they only survive with 2 there. And so their money might not be super good. And so if they get reset here, that's a bad look for them.
Indeed, it's not a good look at all. Just like Henry G's look on the desk today, Dan.
What is going on with Henry G's look? I don't know. He's literally lost the plot. He used to be incredibly into being super dapper, but then now he's just completely lost the plot. Yeah. So it's beautiful. I really like it.
He's had too much Haribo, Dan. So FNATIC are going to be on the full buy once again, and a bit of a different approach again. JW's close. He's top short, and flusha's going aggressive as well. So again, a different approach here from FNATIC. Got their control of banana as they want it, and they're going to boost over the smoke. This is something I first saw the Renegades doing. Is it going to pay off? Can they see Device? I don't think he can quite. The double zoom is going to be enough, and Device has left the building. Device has been torn apart by the hands of JW.
Yeah, now look at the repositioning here. He's got back to these apartment shenanigans, and he's got a very fine angle. If they walk the angle, which a lot of players tend to do, he can take an even finer peek, which he's done.
This is a double peek, though. Dennis is in for support from Graveyard as well, so even if JW misses the shot, it's a bait if he misses the shot. It's massive here for FNATIC, the way they're playing the A-bomb site. So we're seeing 1 player over towards B for question mark. That's cajunb. The rest of the T's are going to be top mid with the bomb. 40 seconds left. They don't really have any significant map control. karrigan really needs a peek here. JW seeing the elbow, but not really making the killer connection. 30 seconds left now, and the bomb is still to be collected by question mark. They are really running out of time. cajunb is going to have to rotate here, but question mark, they need an opening. The layout has changed between JW and Dennis now, but JW is getting the frag regardless. Dennis on the site as well. Should a push come in from the app, so the support play is great. 14 seconds, and question mark have had all the doors closed on them, and they're going back to the garden shed.
Yeah, it's another round shut down. And the expert plays from JW, really big stuff there. I'm pretty impressed with how FNATIC are playing their CD side. Turns out that getting that knife round win to start on CT was pretty crucial, because they are knocking this one out of the park against TQM so far. They're unable to really find much in the way of an answer, and JW's going to have a lot more freedom now that FNATIC already have 10 rounds. JW can play a little bit more risky if he wants to do that, and we know that he does like to do that, and his team would maybe even be encouraging him to do so at this point. So we have to see whether or not that's going to happen. karrigan now with the AWP is looking for that peak with the AWP in middle.
Yeah, and they're moving a lot faster towards the A site for the time being. Having a peek over towards B as well, just to make sure there are no shenanigans here from the FNATIC side. KRIMZ holding the angle, willing to move back though. There was a flashbang there. olofmeister going to take a position towards the sandbags. Could be the killer surprise for question mark in this particular round. So we've got a double arch play from FNATIC with another player on the site itself. So they're all over the place, which is going to make it hard for question mark. The different approaches they're seeing from FNATIC. Now it seems question mark are all going to be over towards the A site, waiting for this smoke to disappear.
Yeah, it's JW to take the shot there onto karrigan once again, being on point. Oh my god, this guy won't stop. Great shot again. He's going in for the next one, and it's not going to happen this time. dupreeh is finally going to get the punish in. But, you know, if it was such plays as JW is making the third peak there, do it every time. And if he had actually managed to make the shot happen there, that's the round over for TQM. It's still very hard for them. And olofmeister gets the peek in. A great flash, almost finishing off dupreeh. 11 points of health are remaining on him. One key factor is there's only 30 seconds left, but all the nades are gone for both sides. So it's all about just busting into the site now. TQM, they've got to make a move. There's 25 seconds left now.
Yeah, look at the almost crossfire that the CTs have from the site position itself. This is horrible for question mark, and they don't seem to really know what the setup is here from the CTs. Looking over towards pit, which is normally an obvious position, but the trickiness is not going to work out for FNATIC on this occasion. Two players still alive, olofmeister and KRIMZ. No slouches by any means. Can olofmeister get out of this choke point? dupreeh holding an angle on KRIMZ. KRIMZ is down. olofmeister versus 3. We've seen him do horrible things, horrible things to question mark already. Can he do it again? I don't think question mark will be so fast to exit the A site on this occasion. They've got that same plant in that corner. cajunb is going to be standing on it steadfastly now. olofmeister not giving up on it quite yet.
One thing as well is that this is very worth olofmeister going for it, because if he somehow miraculously does this, he resets the economy of question mark. And they're just done from that point. They just will very likely lose the map from that deficit. So it's don't want to call it too soon, but olofmeister's going to play it safe here, recognizing that the odds are very, very low, and he's going to pick up the AWP instead. And you know, we're going to get to see the nope, no economy for us, James.
What is economy, Dan? I seem to have forgotten.
Don't know, mates. But it is a pretty awesome half so far from FNATIC, and it's actually very unfavorable for question mark to actually win that round with the, because as you said, you know, it was almost looked like they had no idea what the setup was from the CT side, and they're very slow in. They had 15 seconds left. They make the frags happen immediately, and that's what they did. But it was very hard to do that. So pretty amazing that they accomplished it. And now they've got 2 rounds on the board, so it's something to work with. Both teams have huge buys here once again. And I'm always, you know, waiting to look and see how JW decides to play this, because he's been a pretty pivotal player in the FNATIC camp, and he might be in the perfect position to catch dupreeh. Oh, I think he's tried to shoot there, and he swapped gun. That is not good. That could have been a frag for JW. And if dupreeh went down there, that would be huge.
I don't think he even saw dupreeh the way he's looking around. There we go, dupreeh getting the follow-up there, and down goes JW. So we'll see what FNATIC do. They've often pulled a second player over from the B bomb site, and you can see KRIMZ starting to move now, leaving olofmeister alone. However, question mark seem likely to go towards the B bomb site on this occasion, with 3 people on banana already. I'm not sure. Yeah, Zipex is still in the boiler room, so he can make it really hard for the rotations to come in down mid. Going for a bit of a peek there, and Dennis is going for some information, so we might have a battle over there, but the real battle's coming over towards the bomb site. KRIMZ with 2 frags, shutting down this push from question mark, but they're still coming in. olofmeister behind the fountain is going to drop the bomb again. Now it's dupreeh coming in, going to pick up the bomb and make a run for it, but it's 1 versus 4 in one of the dying rounds of the first half.
Yeah, really nice reposition there from olofmeister as well. As we see dupreeh trying to get out of there. And one thing to note now is that it's impossible for dupreeh to win this round, is that olofmeister, after taking the initial frag from fountain and having a couple other players, you know, potentially attacking him, what he did was, knowing that support was coming, he went to hide in second oranges, which means that if a player wants to actually kill him and to plant, they have to take the widest peak possible against him, which exposes them and takes the most time. So very smart play there from olofmeister, a little tactical nuance there from him. But 11-2 now the score. FNATIC will reset question mark, and they've only got an AWP. saved from that round. This is looking really, really bad. Here is the play from KRIMZ, the double there.
Through the smoke, of course.
Of course, and that's not a good situation here for question mark. They are really hurting at the moment.
Well, they've got a lot of nades, a lot of Tech 9s, and I'm expecting a fast play to come in despite the fact they're holding an AWP, purely because they need to use that moving accuracy to their advantage. And all these flashbangs, they can go for a pop flash top mid, although once again, the layout of FNATIC has changed. Look at the bait there. That was amazing from question mark. Baiting with the bullet. JW takes his crosshair elsewhere. Then dupreeh comes in with the peek. Fantastic play, punishing JW for his behaviors there.
Yeah, something against the door now, and a bloody mess. And now it's going to be flusha in the bedroom that can still cause issue, as there are two players, you know, in this area in the vicinity. But dupreeh is unlocking the arch side. He's got the key there. And again, this guy is not stopping anytime soon. We have him covering the rotation now from B that is potentially up for grabs here from FNATIC. But FNATIC in with a really tough retake situation because there's players for TQM more or less controlling most space near the bomb site. So FNATIC, again, this would be a good spot to double check the money, but they would they're saving it for sure. And it's going to be interesting to see whether TQM can take this to 4. I mean, it's pretty possible for TQM to also have a similar half. I mean, it
is indeed, yeah, absolutely, yeah. But that was really good play to open up JW in that situation. It reminds me of a video I saw where some people put like a sieve and they tied it to elastic bands and put some monkey nuts in there, and the squirrel went to get the monkey nuts, and then they launched the squirrel. Which is kind of cruel, but the same thing essentially happened to JW. They're like, oh, look, I see some bullets. And then WP comes in from the side. Good stuff. dupreeh loses the AWP, however. That was so effective in this round. We'll have to wait to see how much money the T's have to buy with.
And having 2 rounds at 3 rounds is a very, very big difference because of, you know, if you lose the pistol, you can still actually get a buy. Even if of course you can't make you can't lose a round at that point. At least you can be in that position from a buy, at the very least. But anyway, we're going to see FNATIC's JW looking for another peek on middle. He had a very fast spawn here, so he's going to be praying for the right. But it looks like we might have some players who are wary of this, but they're not going to be interested in any challenges just yet. dupreeh very fast there because his teammates had gone for the pop flash, forcing flusha and JW back on middle. So TQM using their grenades to claim some positioning, and Device taking down KRIMZ. Really important play there. With KRIMZ out of the picture and the rotation that's going to be caused by this, Team Question Mark can abuse this massively. They can either try to just go for a set play on either A or B. They can try to keep working their options, try to take middle, leave a player there, go back to B. There's lots of options here for TQM. It's all about how karrigan perceives the rotation to be played from FNATIC. A lot of teams will split 2 players on B and 2 players on A. We can see here for FNATIC, they've got 1 on B, and flusha's floating between A and B. And you can see the smokes going here. So FNATIC have no idea what's going on.
Indeed, they don't have the stronghold over towards the A site that they have in previous rounds where they've had 4 players alive. As you can see, flusha is indeed over towards the B bomb site now. That nade will give the warning sign that there are still more players towards B for question mark to deal with. 30 seconds left, and they seem to be moving towards short. Rotation coming in from the other 2 FNATIC players on the site, but Zipex is in the pit. That's going to be a strong position, and there we go. Very fast 2 frags there. flusha left alone, still with the CZ, and he's going to go down as well. So question mark, get a semi-respectable 4 rounds. On the T side, well, it's a respectable 4 rounds. Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely something to work with. The funny thing in that situation is that FNATIC did end up going for a 2-2 split because they had no idea what was going on instead of gambling for it. And you can make an argument both ways. But but the funny thing was that when the pick came into B, leaving FNATIC with 3 players on the defense, and 1 of which on B and 2 on A, the 2 guys on A suddenly were like, oh, maybe we should rotate. And so then they started running to arch side, leaving the very strong positions of having 2 players in pits. So that actually made a pretty big difference, because if we saw then what was then the defense of FNATIC on the A site, it was 2 guys in the bomb site with nowhere to go, basically, from weak positions. So that kill towards B was really, really nice.
Pistol round number 2. Zipex is holding the angle over towards the B bomb site. There's just him and karrigan to try and hold. And they may have an advance here, but FNATIC are not going to overextend, it seems. We've got a lot of aggressive peeking from question mark. So it's a good thing they didn't, because you may have had a fast flank there from the CT side. So everything is steady for the moment for both teams. Nobody's taken any damage at all at the moment. karrigan's got a smoke, no kit on the question mark side, which I think is different from the FNATIC side, if I remember correctly, on the CT half. flusha with a smoke and a flash as well. And KRIMZ is just having a quick tour.
Just holding down an arrow key. Good old spin bots. Memories of the good old spin bot from the 1.6 days. But anyway, here we go. The push comes in now onto the B-bomb side. karrigan was flailing wildly with the 5-7, unable to connect anything significant, allowing FNATIC to take the bomb site by storm. And this is potentially very dangerous right now for question mark. They're at a disadvantage. There is a 3-on versus 3, but they have to move on to the bomb site to defuse that bomb. They are trying to wait for cajunb, who is by the banana position. They want to try to sync up, but it's not happening. KRIMZ now dropping down Zipex and Device, leaving just cajunb coming up from that banana position. 1 versus 3. There's the first pop. Can he find any more? Looking for the second. Critical damage done to olofmeister, but he will not find the frag. It will be the round for FNATIC, the pistol round no less, and TQM are in a real big problem here. It looks like they're forcing up, and there's definitely a couple, again, a marginal decision to either force up or save for a really big buy when you get to buy. They've gone for full force, James. Full force.
Indeed, they have 4 5.7s. Do love a 5.7. People say it is an overpowered pistol. I quite enjoy it. Let's see if FNATIC are able to hold. They've got the MAC-10s in play, the moving accuracy, and the P90 is back up. UMP in tow as well, so they're playing a bit conservatively. JW going for a bit of a spray. Zipex down to 10 HP, nobody dead for either side yet. Question mark rotating a third player through, but you can see olofmeister moving slowly around the apps. He may just hold this angle for a while, so I wouldn't advise walking into the apps on your own with an AK. While JW turns on the can opener towards the B-bomb site, gonna smoke himself so he can try and get some 1 versus 1s while his team wait for him. Remember back in the days when this used to be Devilbox Rock. Oh, JW's gone down. And there we go. The push continues from the T side. 1 more to find, although with 3 players alive and olofmeister not seen anybody rotate down mid, they have to be careful, do the FNATIC side, in case they're all on B.
Yeah, I mean, this situation is pretty easy to play, though. I mean, they didn't see necessarily a stack on the B bomb site, but with their 4 versus 3, they just want to all group up and go B. There's no reason to isolate players, as we just saw. Now it's a 3 versus 3, and karrigan gets another kill. So now 2 versus 2 with the AK picked up on cajunb. So this is actually really dangerous at this point. FNATIC a little bit slow to coordinate themselves, and they are receiving the punishments for such misdemeanors. And now we will have Dennis with that P90, and dupreeh is not long for this world, surely, but somehow he's still alive and kicking, but not for much longer, as it's cajunb taking the headshot onto KRIMZ, leaving just Dennis with that P90. I don't think he's even reloaded yet, and wow, cajunb gets the kill there, and the defuse is going to come in as well. 7 HP, 1 more bullet would have done it from the very high rate of fire P90. And James, they just couldn't coordinate quickly enough.
I wish we had seen more scoreboards in this match. Just noticed that karrigan only got 2 frags in the first half there, but now they're on the CT side. They might have an easier time of it, so we'll see if they can start to rack up the kills. I really want to see how many kills KRIMZ has as well, but I may not be allowed. May not be allowed that.
May not be allowed. Indeed. Well, we will have FNATIC buying up, and the thing for TQM here is that FNATIC have like a pretty damn good buy, to be honest, against what they have. 2 AKs, some tech lines, and a couple nades. They can get a fast play in here. And if they win this round, they reset question mark, and that cannot happen.
KRIMZ heading towards 20 frags at the moment. He does tend to go pretty beast on Inferno. There is a highlight of him with 32 frags on this map from a Face It match, which you can find on the YouTube. But here we go, FNATIC looking to force their way through this smoke. Gonna isolate the Arch player if there is one to be found. Device gonna move back flusha style, but dupreeh's being lost elsewhere. FNATIC all over the place now. Device unable to get any frags at UMP. Just 2 plays left here for question mark. If they lose this round, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble with their lost bonus starting at the beginning.
Yeah, it is gonna be very tough. And FNATIC can definitely sacrifice a couple players to try to get some frags here. Because if they remove these weapons, I'm not sure what the weapons are. Yeah, you can see it. So it'll be $1,400 in addition to what Question Mark have right now, which will land them as they all spent everything around you know, the 1,400 to 2,000 mark, presumably. So if Question Mark lose these 2 weapons, their ability to actually do damage in the next round and hurt FNATIC's economy in the next round goes down significantly. But it doesn't seem like FNATIC are too interested in finding any particular engagements, which also works, as they are going to, of course, you know, keep the integrity of their own economy alive. So here we go. We got the. Almost got to see the money there. Almost.
Nope, denied. You're not allowed, Dan.
I'm not allowed. So 13-5 question mark with P90 and M4 saved. This is going to be a tough one for them. I mean, FNATIC, they can just do a fast set play if they want to try to crush this, or they can try to get the pick first. As long as they play together, there's no real wrong way to play this. A lot of strategies that can work out well. But map control plays to look for the initial pick is probably the safest way. Also, baiting out nades, as they're doing as well, is also very good. Applies the pressure, because they know that the question mark team cannot have too many grenades. And once they've removed all the grenades and they go for the play, there will be no counter grenades to the push. So that's all going to help your success rate on the site take.
If question mark lose this round, then like my mummification, Dan,
yeah,
that's a wrap.
And by the way, just quick note, that smoke that FNATIC just threw to CT spawn, the purpose was actually to bait out grenades. But interestingly, TQM didn't throw any nades in response. They didn't buy it, which is actually pretty awesome that they didn't buy that, because a lot of teams would be paranoid. Oh my god, CT spawn smoke, it's B, it's B. But no, they have a lot of composure here.
Probably based on how much time is on the clock. One might assume they do have 3 players, though, ready and willing, standing up for their people. They've picked up arms, Dan.
The militia.
Yeah, but FNATIC heading towards the A-bomb site now, where there are only 2 players. dupreeh has spotted, and just like Flush has been doing over towards Arch, he's just going to relocate, trying to stay alive for his team to reposition. And you see Device desperately trying to get into position, but he's going to get isolated in CT spawn and taken down. And now FNATIC are going to go for the B split. Still 2 players over towards the B bomb site, and one FNATIC player patiently waiting. Who is this going to go to?
Yeah, that first orange's position so key. karrigan's waiting there with that P90, comes out, finally shows himself, gets the first kill, jumping around, gets the second as well. JW, the only one to trade eventually. He's got to do massive damage in this situation. And he's got to not die after time, and he's going to die after time, which means that he gets no money. Oh dear.
So, do FNATIC choose to keep up the pressure? They have quite a chunky lead, and indeed they will do. JW won't be able to pick up an AK, but that's not going to be the priority here. The priority is to crush the economy of question mark. Look at the money left on the question mark side. Thank you for allowing us to see the buy. That was quite a crucial one. So if that's the one we get all match, then I'll take it. So the FNATIC team are moving up towards the A site now, where question mark have 3 players looking to hold things down. Going to have a bit of a traditional setup further up towards top mid compared to the setup we've seen from FNATIC. We've had almost a flat line between the balcony and the site and the arch itself. Going to go for that re-smoke there. They've got quite a few nades have the question mark side now, so they may be holding off FNATIC for a while. JW with a scout. Scout on Inferno is not something you see every day, and I'm quite curious as to how effective he can be with that.
Yeah, it can.
I'd almost prefer a sawn-off through the apps.
It can make for some really fast peaks on some angles and pre-fires. If you're really experienced opera, I can see the merit with the run speed, but
there are so many short paths though that I don't favourite myself.
Either way, FNATIC do take top mid, and question marker for passive setup here. dupreeh in a great position for a quick fast frag before falling back, and then cajunb can peek out. But the smoke is going away there on balcony soon, and that's going to make things a little bit more difficult for cajunb. And there it is, first kill coming in from KRIMZ. The push has initiated, and it's all about FNATIC. Oh dear, no damage done here by TQM. And there's 20 seconds left, the bomb's going to go down, no problem. karrigan and Sipex have to save.
That's a disaster, and most importantly for FNATIC, well not most importantly, but quite importantly, JW should be able to upgrade his scout for free.
Yeah, indeed. It's a situation where I can imagine that the money for question mark must be completely terrible. So
there was the odd 1,000 here or there following by, so
yeah.
I think their situation is definitely less than ideal.
Yeah, it's looking like there is an overwhelming advantage now for the Swedish side. And it's, to be honest, like, it's so hard to call how this series was actually going to go. You can see the desk scores, the analyst desk was completely divided on what the outcome would be. And some say 2-0 for this team or that team based on who wins the first map. Some say 2-1 for this team, 2-1 for the other team. Completely divided. And you can see that in the results here. It's been very hard to predict. But FNATIC 14-6. And indeed, you can see that, in fact, it was the second round loss bonus for TQM. Oh, no, it was actually the first one. Okay, my bad. But yeah, that's a really bad situation because that means that they have to go for the force buy. There's no other choice here. So
yeah, they're bringing pots and pans.
Yeah.
To the battle here, and having to use the pots for helmets because their money's so short. So they're gonna take down. This is what's good. Question mark know that they are very limited on their utility, so they're gonna smoke off the bottom of banana and just take control of that big channel towards the B bomb site. And try and play that advantage for as long as possible. They've still got 2 smokes in the hole, so they should be good to control B for a while yet. And they're going to rotate a 4th player over towards the A bomb site and bolster the limited defense. cajunb off to a good start, taking down KRIMZ, but he's got another player hunting him. The device coming in from the side. We're going to run distraction while cajunb gets a 2nd frag. So this is working out beautifully for question mark. Another frag for cajunb, looking to ace the team perhaps.
JW and flusha trying to just secure themselves a position in second mid and middle to reclaim the bomb. Now that has been done. They've got 50 seconds to work out a plan. Everybody's still alive for TQM, and it looks like they just want to go for the quick entry onto middle. And again, you just got to hit the shots in a spot like this. You got to take the big risk. You got to hope to get lucky on your guess. You can't second guess yourself. So you've got JW, who could potentially go up short if he wants to try to help his teammate out on balcony, but he gets the kill towards arch side. Now, 25 seconds are left, so they can't really wait too long to try to bait a rotation and get a frag on a CT that's out of position. They got to push into CT position. And look at that smoke. What are you going to do with that smoke right there?
You can plant in that smoke. There's a ninja plant in the corner, which I think flusha is going to try and do. But question mark will note as well, 10 seconds left, and he may not try to chance it. He's the last man standing for his team now, and he's looking to die instead. Yeah, he can go for a ninja plant there, but I mean, his success rate is going to be 5% because there's a player on the site on the other side of the box.
Yeah, he'd have to miss or spray because he knows where to shoot.
He can just jump on the box as well.
Yeah. So 14-7, question mark, are able to win a round, but how long are they going to keep this up at the moment? As it's going to be a pretty long road. Either way, we've got the glue out on the flusha there. And we'll have to see whether or not he's going to be able to get any damage with that. There's a limited amount of nades on the T side, but the aggression is dealt with pretty effectively by flusha. Just spray him through the smoke, another smoke frag. He knows those angles. He can close his eyes. Oh, he almost gets a kill on Zipex, 2 HP.
He hasn't even got any blue left on his bar.
There's no blue.
Magic pixels.
No blue for you.
There's no more blue. The sea's been turned black. It's an oil slick or something. I don't know. All the birds. Never mind. TQM with half the score of FNATIC at present, and they are a man down. Smoked off from Arch, so they are without information. And it's going to be hard for Zipex to rotate from where he is because he's got 2 HP, because there could be a flank towards B, as FNATIC have done so many times. But he's going to be brave enough to come out and get put straight back in by JW. So the numbers falling for question mark. The A bomb site has been abandoned by force, and dupreeh is left to wonder what could have been, to lament Stan, his fallen comrades.
T occupation is strong, and T occupation might just win the day because FNATIC are going to be moving on to match point. This is the last map in this best of 3. It's a map for seeding, so if you're a TQM fan, you don't have to worry. They will not be eliminated. This is for mere seeding into the future stages of this tournament, into the playoffs. Now, I mean, I try to figure out what to draw, what conclusions to draw from this match. But I think there's quite a lot of unique circumstances. Firstly, one, it is a cheating match. Secondly, everyone is exhausted at this point, and they've all played 3 best of 3s. We got dupreeh fighting for his life there, but he'll be able to save the AK in the end. And FNATIC are going to be able to basically do pretty much whatever they want. in this position. They've got such a big buffer of rounds. I mean, they could even lose. They only need to win one round. They could lose 5 rounds in a row and still have 2 or 3 extra rounds to two extra rounds to actually just win. So with the max loss bonus. And we already have a lot of chaos here. The quick peeks on the second mid coming in the way of both teams. The pace is being picked up by FNATIC. Look at this massive sprint here from FNATIC. They're in a very terrible hurry at the moment. But what are they going to be able to get out of this?
Looks like somebody needs to go to the Ludan, but will they be able to make it there? The question mark team are trying to stop them from getting any closer. Everybody's on the A site now, and the trades are going the way of the CTs for the time being. Man advantage, bomb is down on the floor. There's still tons of time left. Olofmeister going to re-smoke the library as JW evens up the numbers, moves into pit. Zipex is spraying. Olofmeister picks up the bomb though. And dupreeh's been taken down. He was in an important position on short. Olofmeister just holding the angle, waiting for Zipex to come out. He's got JW to try and defend as well. More smokes coming down, all the smokes. The bomb should get planted, so Zipex left in a situation where he's facing match point against 2 players. He's walking now to reset the situation. FNATIC will have to start to be wary of short and soon start to be wary of apartments as well. Olofmeister goes down. JW does not have much health, 13 HP in fact. I'm not sure if he has his flash. He could have thrown it off the door, but it's too late now. He's got to win the duel here with Zipex, who makes his way onto the site. I can't detect if he's got a kit or not. If he doesn't, then he is up the creek with no paddle. JW is a non-believer, though. Not going for the peak. Second peak coming in from Zipex. He sees him on top of the box there, down to 7 HP now. More attempts coming in, but he sees Zipex jump back on the box, and he's going to win it just with passivity here. There's no more time or is there for Zipex to do this. It's going to be close. He's not going to make it. 16-7, FNATIC take the match 2-1. A very entertaining Inferno indeed.
Yeah, so there you go.